بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to my personal channel, dear brothers and sisters in Islam. How are you? I say this is my personal YouTube channel, but in English. If you want Arabic, إذا تريد قناتي باللغة العربية تريد شوف هنا هنا قناتي بالإنجليزية قناتي بالعربية فوق عبد الله بارك الكوري موجود هكذا. So this is my personal YouTube channel in English. Abdullah Alkory, you are in here, right? But if you want Arabic, come to here. إذا تريد قناتي شخصية باللغة العربية تعال إلى عبد الله بارك هنا الكوري Arabic youtube.com/الكوري Arabic. ونحن هنا قناتي الشخصية باللغة الإنجليزية. So I will speak in English. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome. Anyway, today's topic is very important because I'm going to tell you what we will do in this channel. You know, nowadays I teach Islam for Korean people in Korean language, and also I teach Arabic language. And in that channel, I cannot speak anything about my personal life or something easy talking because that is all about my dawah work. So dawah channel. So there is official channel, so I cannot speak anything about my personal things. So I separate it. So this is personal channel. There's no many subscribers, but for my friends, my Muslim brothers and sisters, and who support dawah work, we need place for communicate. So this is my personal channel for communicate each other in English. So we will talk about work, dawah work, and we talk about personal life and life in Korea, many things, easy things. But main contents in this channel will be teaching Arabic language. Because if I have friends, I won't suggest him to study Arabic. I will tell you why. So I have plan. So our plan is study Arabic by two books. First is Medina Arabic Reader. This book, before I couldn't find, but nowadays I found this in the internet also, PDF file. It's a long time before when I was studying in Medina University, Islam University in Medina Munawara. That same book, just my book was Arabic book, exactly no English any place, and inside also no explain in English, no meaning in English. But this book, I don't know from where. Anyway, maybe Western brothers in Europe or Canada or America, one of it, they made it in English. After that, they made this book with color, so it will be easy for you and interest for you. So this is from Medina Munawara. It's very traditional books. This book I suggest. This book is same exactly why I suggest to my friend to study Arabic. For what? This book especially for understand Quran. Inside also there is something speaking, conversation, but mostly it's based on study Quran, in the way of learning Quran. So I really suggest it. This is why I suggest you to study Arabic. And second book we will study also Al-Arabiya Benedict. This book is, I think it's from Riyadh. And this was very famous. You know, there's a lot of Muslims in Europe, a lot of I met a lot of friends in Medina Munawwara, Muslims friends from Europe. MashaAllah, they are very strong Muslim, have good, strong faith, MashaAllah. And most of brothers who have strong iman, they study by this book, Medina Arabic Reader. So I suggest you. And this book, Al-Arabiya Bayn Yadayk, is almost very wide. And it's not just for understand Quran, it's for understand Quran, understand Hadith, mostly about study Arabic kamilan, perfectly. So this book, there's a lot of university, they study by this book. Not in Arab, but even Arab, when I was studying Jordan, because there's many foreigners, they teaching by this book. And even in university, they teach university students who study Islam in Turkey or maybe in Pakistan, India, maybe in America. A lot of university, they study by this book. So we will study this book also. So we have two books. Books from Medina Munawwara, Islam University Medina Munawwara, and books from Riyadh. I think this is from Riyadh. And inside, there's no English, but I will explain you by English. It's full, and it's also Islamic content, Islamic books, but mostly. Oh, really? I saw also in Arabic Center in Egypt. Yeah, a lot of Arabic Center in Islamic country, they teach by this book. So it's worldwide. It's any country, Egypt, Jordan, India, and it's almost all country they teach by this book. Especially in Arab world, because there's no English. There's no English, but really amazing book. Yeah. It will very benefit. And I have this, we have each level 2 books, choose 1, choose 2, part 1, part 2. We have 4 levels, I have all books. And also I have big book for teachers. I brought this book also for teaching you very well, inshallah. I have also all level 4 teachers book. So we will study from level 1 to level 4. And each level 2 books. This book also you can find in the internet. You can have PDF file. So we can stay together. I can show you PDF file and we stay together. Okay. And this will it will really benefit for you. Perfectly actually. You can work even in Arab country. You can do everything about Arabic. And this book actually not really for conversation or working, but this book especially only for understanding Quran. Okay. So this book also, I have all books. I will teach you from first to end. So we have 2 books. And before we start this book, I will try to teach you alphabet very fast, and also we study some grammars before we study this. And actually we don't have many subscribers here, so we just study without this book, just study grammars or anything I can teach you. Or maybe I bring some English book for teaching grammar. And after we finish grammar, maybe a lot of subscribers, or you bring your friends. So if you have many subscribers, we will enter these 2 books directly. Today this, tomorrow this, like this. We study by this. Near future, inshallah, very soon, inshallah. If people want to study Arabic, many people come, directly we start. So this is our plan. And I will tell you also how I teach Korean people Arabic language. Maybe it's benefit for you. Because if you are really in good situation, maybe you went in Egypt and study in Arabic Center in Egypt, or maybe you study in Jordan, or maybe you study in Saudi Arabia. So you don't have to watch my video. So Maybe some brothers and sisters who live in Korea, they don't know Arabic language. Maybe they will watch my video. Maybe someone living in America, living in Europe, not America, Europe, maybe someone from Indonesia, for example, or maybe from China, maybe from Japan, maybe any country, or someone in good country have all studies, all teachers, all centers, but maybe he failed. He couldn't success to start learning Arabic language. I can see, even in Arab, even in Arab, someone wants to study but failed. You know why? I will tell you. Actually, a whole country, I saw many places, even in Arab, some people, old people or someone not have ability to study well, and especially Europeans and American, Canadian, or Indonesia, or China, Japan, any place. What can I see? It's happened even in Korea. What's happening? For example, someone wants to study Arabic. Maybe someone started this from good niyyah, good intention. He wants just understand words of Allah, book of Allah. He wants to understand Quran. So he wants to start study. So what they do, even maybe masjid, maybe Islamic center, because, and they will start from Arabic alphabet, and they cannot continue 3 days. Even 1 day, 2 days, 3 days maximum. 1 month maximum. And rest 1 year, 2 year. And he really want to understand Quran. So you go to this Islamic center again and try to study Arabic alphabet and fail again. I will tell you why. Then after, so he studied only Arabic alphabet 5 years. There's a lot of people like this. Korea and whole world, even in Arab, you cannot believe it's happening. So maybe Arab people just for makharij huruf, or someone maybe cannot read, but most problem is nutq or makharij huruf, how to pronounce. Because so I suggest also to start from makharij huruf and also start from tajweed. It's very important. That's why we study Quran. You want to study Quran, so you start from tajweed. I suggest this, but not everyone is same. Not everyone is perfect. Especially Korean Muslim. Korean Muslim, almost new Muslim, and not just new Muslim, far from Arab cultures, far from Arabic alphabet, not like Indian, not like, Pakistani or someone really familiar in Arabic alphabet, Arabic huruf, Arabic letters, So especially Korean people are very hard. And more hard than American or European, because even the language, difference of language is very far. Korean language near from Japanese language, even near from Turkish language, because we are very near language tree. But Turkish people near from Arab, and they have knowledge, they have cultures, they know also Ottoman country, Ottomanian also used before Arabic letters, so it's different. But so Korean people more hard, different language country, language family, language tree, and far from tradition, and no any information, no any knowledge. So it's very hard. And they force, especially in Islamic centers and masjid, they very force. And I understand, I also same feeling, same mind. If I have, it's important. Tajweed also important, but it's very hard. Almost all Korean, they really hard. And some of people in Indonesia, China, Japan, or even a Muslim country like Indonesia, or maybe Pakistan, not all, of course, very few, but there is few person difficult to learn. And in Arab, really very, very rare, but maybe 1%, 2% cannot study like this in strict way. They cannot do tajweed. Even my wife, feeling difficult to learn tajweed. But she want to learn Quran, she want to read Quran, you know? So there is some problem. And all of teachers in Islam centers or Arabic centers or masjid, they have to learn how to teach people. You know, teaching people is something difficult, really hard. It's not just say this, learn this, do like this. No, they have to know about this student. They have to feel about this student and feel how this student feeling. And all of situation must know and communicate by talking and communicate by feelings. Have to feel him, have to know everything about this student. And situation must understand his situation and help him he study very well. So we need wisdom and hikmah. So anyway, this is really big problem. Almost all Korean Muslims cannot start to study. So this is how I teach people. I said, yeah, they teach to finish work time to take salary. Anyway, this is how I explain to Korean people. Because I had same experience. So I say to people, don't care about what people say. Okay, I will teach you. Come to me, learn from me. Okay, for example, how they learn. Teacher will say to student, speak ba ta tha jim ha. Say, I will show you the books. Okay, I will show you books. Okay, say, you know, maybe English people, they can say fa, they can say tha. You know, they have same pronouns, but in Korea, we don't have even fa, you know. We don't have even fa, we don't have even tha, you know. More hard than English people. But what they do, for example, you know, even in Korea, we don't have kha. So they force. Speak kha. No, 아니에요. No, not like this. Say kha. You know, there's a lot of difficult things. Say tha. Tha. 다 아니야. tha. You know, also Korean people like very sensitive and like men like a woman, you know, they have sensitive feeling and shy. If you say like this, they will think you are angry. 다 아니야. You know, there's a lot of difficult things. za, we don't have zay, zet, z. za. ذا ذال ها 아니야 ha. They feel scared, you know, but this is really what's happening. That's why they give up. They scared. They run away. This is problem, you know. We cannot, you know. This is how Korean people. We must respect them. We must help them, teach them softly. So what, you know, this is important also, makharij, huruf, tajweed, everything is important, but they have to start. They want to learn Quran, they want to feel Quran, they want to worship Allah. We have to give chance elastically. And you know, if any foreigner, not Arab, Muslim, cannot pronounce very well, pronounce very bad, for example, but Allah reward them more than Arab people, more than who pronounce well. So you cannot say to them, why you cannot pronounce go, why that's wrong, say. And force until he can do, but he cannot do. So they give up. You understand me? So I will teach you also Arabic in English, but mostly who learn from me, I think I teach Arabic in Korean language. In previous video I explained or where I teach Arabic or in Islam in Korean language. So my friends, my brother, sister who study from me Arabic, of course they are in hard situation. So maybe you are from some good country, Islamic country, but maybe you failed, you cannot pronounce. It's okay, so just keep going in my teaching way. And Korean people, I say, it's okay, you cannot pronounce, it's okay, because you have to continue. Why you study alphabet 5 years? Of course, I suggest them study 10 years, 20 years, it's okay. Continue to pronounce good. Because this is ibadah, this is worshipping, so try. But don't give up. And okay, you study 20 years, but at the same time you have to study what? You have to study grammar, you have to study Arabic, so you can read Surah Al-Fatiha, you can understand what's meaning Surah Al-Fatiha. You have to continue. This is what I teach people. You have to continue. And don't care people. You know, also Korean people, they care each other so much. These people so much pronounce good, but my pronounce not good. No, don't care that. You know, also they have bullies, they have backbiting a lot. He's pronounced so much bad. You know, even they do to me. You know, a lot of Korean Muslim and a lot of people do backbite to me. He's pronounced so much bad. He don't read Quran well. I don't care, you know. If I care them, maybe that is Salam, is this live going to be uploaded on the channel? Yeah, all of my live video will upload this channel, and inshallah I will teach Arabic, and all of it will be saved and upload on this channel, inshallah. And you know, I have also official YouTube channel in English, al-Kuri. Actually, it's different name, not Abdullah Alkory, Voice of Korean Muslim. I do report, I tell you what I taught Korean people Islam. So if you're interested, you can go there. And this channel, as I said, personal channel and teach Arabic. So, if I really care other people and I speak so much good, maybe it will be riyah. It means showing off. But I don't care that I do this only for Allah. So it's same to you also. Don't care people. Just you learn this for Allah, for worship Allah. So don't care them. Don't care what people thinking. You know, before 10 years, I didn't know Tajweed because I'm also new Muslim. I don't know how to pronounce it good, but my voice was so much, mashallah, beautiful voice. I did read Quran, I speak very well. But now that I learned Tajweed, I learned how to pronounce, but I cannot really pronounce well. Because some people like this. Me, because of my voice, I have problem in my voice, so much pain and sick. Especially, I can pronounce Assalamu alaikum, but my voice become tired and pain. And a lot of pronunciation I cannot do good in Arabic. I know how to pronounce better than before, but because of my physical issues. So it's the same. Maybe some people cannot pronounce because of tradition, but also maybe because of sick pain in the body. So it's not shy, it's okay. Don't care people. Important is your intention, and you try hard and never give up and learn and worship Allah. Understand words of Allah, and you know. So what we try to focus is, there's Ammiya, the speaking language in Arab country, a lot of different, and there's Fusha, standard Arabic. Of course, we focus Fusha, standard Arabic. Modern standard Arabic is almost this book, Al-Arabiya Benedict, and there is Standard Arabic from Quran Arabic, Quran. And Quranic Arabic, almost same. It's Fusha, same standard Arabic, but more, more old and more deep, more difficult. So this book, Medina Munawara, this book, more focus into Quranic Arabic. And this is modern Arabic, it's Quranic Arabic. Okay? Oh, but almost same, it's Fusha. So we focusing what? We focusing al-Fusha, standard Arabic. Okay? So all of Arabic language from the Quran. And Quran is standard. Okay? Where can I find those books? You can find in the internet. I downloaded all these books, PDF file, and you can find also. Just search Medina Arabic Reader. Maybe you can search in Google and you can download PDF file. Medina Arabic Reader. There's a lot of version. Old version, new version, same. Just this book colorful. That's all. Yeah. When I studied in the Saudi Arabia, it was only no colorful, no English. But after that, they made in the Western brothers made English book, another book, but same English. But later they make colorful. That's all same. You can find in internet. Just search Medina Arabic Reader. You can download PDF file. I will show you PDF file and we study together. Okay. And this book also you can find in internet. You search as you listen me. Al-Arabiya Baina Yadayk. Just write in English alphabet. Al-Arabiya Baina Yadayk. Then you can download. Okay. But before we start this, we will start study with me. Maybe this book we study by this book. We study together just Arabic alphabet and some of grammars, many grammars actually. Because we don't have now many subscribers, you can find this book, New Arabic Grammar from Harvard University. We study this book during people come here because we don't have just 5 people watching. So, but this is important also. It's same Arabic, same standard Arabic. If you study this book with me, or for example, we study or when you study this, it will be so much easier, so much easy. So we start a lesson from today. Maybe tomorrow. Continue every day, inshallah. Continue together. Arabic alphabet and grammar. This book, and inshallah, for example, 100 person come and study watching this video, I will enter this book directly. Because this book really important. I wish many people watching this and study with me this book. We'll start two books. One day this book, one day this book. Continue like this, one by one, from level 1 to last level. We start all inshallah. Yeah, share with friends. And if many people watching, I will enter this book directly. Until the time we start study grammar. But it's also helpful. If you finish this book, actually it's all this book, American people are clever. This is almost all, not all, but almost, perfect Arabic grammar. If you finish this book, you understand almost all of Arabic grammar. 700 pages. This is also good, Harvard University. It's like you enter Harvard University. I will teach this book. Maybe you wish people don't come until we finish this book. Grammar is very important. Actually, even Arab people, they don't know this all, except someone studies so much well. Arab people, they don't know all of this grammar. Same. I'm Korean. I don't know all of Korean grammar. But different. Arabic grammar is wajib. Must all of Muslims study Arabic grammar. So it's different. You don't have to study Korean grammar, but you have to study Arabic grammar for understand Quran. People misunderstand. They think Arab people can understand Quran. No. Maybe they can understand the meaning. Not all, of course. Some of meaning they can understand. But even they study Quran very well. But if he don't study Arabic grammar, he don't understand Quran. I will tell you why. If someone studied Quran in tafsir, for example, he understands meaning of Quran, right? English tafsir, explanation, your country language, or Arabic tafsir, Arabic explaining. It's not enough, you know? What? You need to study Arabic grammar. Arabic grammar and meaning is different. Of course, if you learn Arabic grammar, you understand meaning. It's same, but Arabic grammar give you some special feeling, special understanding from Quran. You know why? Arabic grammar really deep. You know, it's not like any language. I studied Chinese language, Turkish language, many. Arabic is different. Subhanallah. Subhanallah, really different. That's why Allah chose Arabic for Quran. You know? It's really deep and wide. That's why if you read Quran, you will say, this is book of God. No human can make this book. Because Arabic grammar very wide and deep, human cannot make this book because human can mistake. If you say, I created universe like this, but grammar is deep, so you have to write perfect. So you explain how you created universe exactly. And if you say about you created human, you created animal, you created bee, you created something, you have to explain in Arabic grammar. You know, there's dual, there's plural. You know, Arabic plural, not two. English grammar start from 2, 3 for all plural. But Arabic, there is dual, there is plural. So you have to exactly say. And you know, all of words there is a woman and man, you know, female and male. So everything what you say, you will separate all. So if you are human, you cannot write Quran. This is first thing. Second things, for example, Allahu Ghafur, Allahu Ra'uf, Allahu Rahman, Rahim. Allah is merciful. But if say Inna Allah Rahim, Inna Allah Ra'uf. Allah is merciful. Inna Allah la ghafur, Inna Allah la ghafur Rahim. And it's more. You cannot say indeed Allah is merciful. But Arabic different. Arabic say Inna Allah la ghafur Rahim. La. So one more indeed, but different words. You know? And there's more and more and more and more. And you cannot translate to English. You know? And even you explain it in Arabic, but you cannot feel it. Allah use Arabic grammar to communicate with you. Allah wants you to feel Allah. You understand what Allah really wants to say to you. How much Allah loves you. He wants to explain by grammar. And you cannot understand until you study grammar. Even you are Arabic person, you will never understand Quran until you study grammar. You know, you know the meaning of Quran in English, in Arabic, in whole language. You know, there's explanation in Arabic, so you know what's meaning, but you don't feel love of Allah because Allah explain you by grammar how much He loves you. He wants to explain by using grammar. So when you after you study grammar, you feel, oh, Allah loves me, so He used this grammar. Oh, Allah wants say strong, so He used this grammar and this again and strong again and again, so I must obey him. That's why he used this grammar. So you understand like this. So if you don't study grammar, you will never understand this. It's, Quran is not like a novel or something story. No, this Quran is not just story. Quran is, it's like letter of Allah. Allah sends you message. Inside message there's stories. Story of Musa, story of Ismail, story of Ibrahim, story of Jesus, many stories inside letter. But actually this is letter he tell to you. Only one, just Surah Al-Fatiha, chapter 1, Surah Al-Fatiha is you speak to Allah. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Oh Allah, I just worship you. I just rely on you. Please guide me to right way. You say to your sent letter to Allah by Surah Al-Fatiha. And from chapter 2, Surah Al-Baqarah until last chapter, is all Allah's letter from Allah to you. And there is some story, there's many things. There is Sharia. But this actually, basically, is letter. If your wife write for you some letter, you read again and again, and you want to feel how much your wife loves you. Allah loves you, so send this letter to you. But Allah is not like anyone. He write perfect. He don't have any mistake in this letter. But he used also Arabic grammar perfectly. And you will never understand his true meaning until you study grammar. Not just you understand me. Allah said, yes. Allah is merciful. Okay, Allah is merciful. I know that. Yeah. No. Allah said, Inna Allah la ghafurur rahim. He express here strong and in here some. He want to put some meaning. So he want you feel it. So you have to study these 700 pages all. And then we study this book from first level to end, and we study this book from first to end, and each level 2 book. You will be so much happy. As much as you study, you understand words of Allah, letter of Allah, how much Allah loves you. That's why He creates you, and He gives you chance. He forgives you. How He forgives you? Read Quran, but in Arabic. But after you study grammar. But during of course, you study 1 page and read Quran. And tomorrow you study 2nd page, read Quran. So each time you feel better, you feel another feeling. And you'll be better and better. Same Quran, today, chapter 2, Surah Al-Baqarah. I study 1 page. Tomorrow I study this and read Surah Al-Baqarah again. Different meaning, different feeling. And next day read again. Don't stop read Quran until you finish study all. No. During you study Arabic, read again Quran. And next day read again. Then you will feel new. It's like new message. This is how you're living. This is life of Muslim. Happy life in Islam. So never give up. Why you stop studying? This is what I say to Korean people every day. Don't give up. You cannot read good? It's okay. You cannot pronounce good? It's okay. Keep going. Why you stop? Why you give up? No need shy. You are communicate with Allah. No need shy. Don't care people. Just start, study, and keep going. Most important is you keep going, study grammar. Grammar is really important. Pronunciation important, but it's okay. You don't pronounce good, Allah don't care you, but Allah cares you. He loves you more, He give you reward more. Because you cannot read good, but you try because you love Allah. You love Allah, so you try to read. So Allah loves you more. Why you stop? Always, this is a problem. Even I have a lot of experience, even in university, even Islamic center, even some of masjid, when I go there to study Arabic or want to study Tajweed or anything, they force me angry. No, why? It's okay, I don't care. But other people will, some people will care. You know, actually, why I came to in this level, because my teacher was different. You know, who was my first teacher? You know, my first teacher who teach me Islam was some imam from Turkey, but actually who teach me Arabic language, who teach me Tajweed, who teach me reading Quran was not from Arab, not from Turkish, you know. He was from Thailand, you know. East South Asia. Someone from Thailand, you know Thailand? Some imam came from Thailand. He was working in the Seoul, Itaewon, in the Seoul Masjid. Now he returned to his country. His name was Abdullah Rashid. That's why I made my name also. I wanted to follow him that time. Abdullah Rashid. He was from Thailand. When he see to me, always smile and do so much good to me. So I say to him, I want to be like you. I want to learn Islam. I want to learn Quran. I couldn't learn even Arabic. I couldn't even. Alaikum salam. Welcome to my channel. Please watching this video again if you came late, because this video very important. This is first video. So this Thailand imam taught me alphabet. I couldn't read Arabic alphabet, anything. Because when I want to study, especially Arab people or someone from Islamic country, you know, Thailand is not Islamic country. You know, someone from Islamic country, you know, they are perfect, mashallah, good teacher. So they force me. Kurdistan, welcome. Okay, so he forced me. Someone from from Islamic country, because they are good teacher, mashallah, and it's true, and I also respect, and I know also makharij huruf, pronunciation and tajweed, very important, and it's important. But especially someone cannot read Quran, read Arabic, some have difficulties or abilities learning, or someone especially from Korea. But my teacher from not Islamic country, his name is Abdullah Rashid. He from Thailand. He teach me and he make me read Quran. You know, if you cannot learn Arabic alphabet, you cannot learn Quran. You know? But people just make him give up. No, you don't read like this. You know? Why, for example, no, not the, not ka, 그거 아니야. Read correctly. Just so people scared, as I said, they give up. You know, also in Korea, there's a lot of things difficult for Korean people. A lot of things. Anyway, but my Thailand imam, Rashid, he said to me, mashallah, you're doing good. I know I did wrong, but he said, mashallah, you did good. Just continue. It's okay, it's okay. So just short time I finished alphabet quickly. You know, even my Arab friends always joke to me, oh, you don't know even this, you cannot even do this. You are stupid. I know it's joking. But I cannot learn if you do like this. Why I can? No, it's not like that. But my Thailand imam always say to me, mashallah, you did good, it's okay, just continue, you did good. I finished very quickly alphabet, then I enter directly Surah Fatiha. I finished also quickly. He said, mashallah, you did good. You know, even that time, a lot of Korean Muslims and a lot of foreign Muslims, Giba, Namima, say bad word to me. He reads Quran wrong, he's pronounced very bad. But only one person, my Thailand imam, always said to me, mashallah, you did good. It's okay, don't care people. You are so much good. Korean Muslim did like this. It's enough. I mean, more than enough. You did very well. Continue, continue. You did good. I read Surah Fatiha. I read all of Juz Amma. Even I read Surah Hujurat. I was just 1 year. less than 1 year Muslim. I read all of Juz Amma and finished. I read also even Surat Hujurat. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. And now I'm teaching people. I'm teaching Islam to Korean people. And I teach Arabic language. I studied in the Saudi Arabia. I studied in the Jordan. I studied in the Egypt, Azhar. You know? Just because of one person from non-Muslim country, from Thailand. Just because he said to me, it's okay, your pronunciation is bad. No, don't care people. Actually, you are good. You are Korean and you did like this. Most people say to you, mashallah, you did very well. And you know, until now, alhamdulillah, I learned a lot. I know tajweed, I know how to pronounce. Just my voice is sick. I become old man. I cannot pronounce good. My voice is very sick, so I cannot pronounce perfect. But still, I teach people because I want you feel you have to continue. Maybe, you know, if you are Islamic country, don't learn from me. There's a lot of good teachers in Indonesia or Pakistan, India, Turkey. Go there and study with good imam, good teachers. But if you really cannot learn good, cannot pronounce good, there's no teachers, learn from me, it's okay. Even I'm not perfect teachers. Most important, I give you inspire. Keep continue. Just study, keep continue. Okay? And one day, study from another teacher, not from me, how to pronounce good, and the makharij huruf and tajweed. Very important also. Keep continue, don't give up. This is what I want to say to you. Okay, thank you so much everyone for chatting. I'm reading all. Yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, this is what I really want to say to you today. I wish if you come late watching this video again, and inshallah from tomorrow, next video, inshallah we will study from first to end. Buy this book first until people come. If people come many, we did 100, 200 pages. People come many, we enter directly Medina book and Arabia Benedict. If people don't come, we finish 700 pages or inshallah. You know, it's okay. It's Harvard University. It's not Islamic country, not Muslim. It's okay. We just learned Arabic grammar. But by intention for learning Quran, it's okay, no problem. You know, this is problem. People so much strict and cannot use aql. You know, use aql, but by Quran and Sunnah and use aql, and it's okay. Study Arabic, just correct the aqidah. You know, we don't ask study aqidah from American, not kafir. No, we don't. We just learn grammar. It's okay, no problem. You know. You know why I teach people by this book? It's very easy, you know. It's different way of looking Arabic grammar, you know. You know, if I teach directly something difficult Arabic grammar book, Korean people cannot study. You know, Arabic books is important, so like Al-Ajurumiyya or any books, go and another good teacher and learn. But if you are really difficult to learn Arabic grammar, learn from me by this book. It's okay, no problem. If anything wrong, I will tell you this is wrong. Bad sentence, just remove. But as long as there's many students, we enter our Islamic books for learning. Okay, inshallah. Astaghfirullah. Okay, this is what I say to you. Or inshallah, we keep continuing, work hard, inshallah. Okay, barakallahu fikum. See you next time. Ila liqa.